guys, I'm back with another video for you guys today. This one is another suggestion, 10 dark Canadian legends. So like legends, like obviously like you think that's someone like really famous or really known, just really popular I guess, but like dark Canadian legends, so like it seems like something that's really bad. I don't know much about Canadian history, I don't like history to be honest, like obviously I know like about residential schools and all that. So like I know history, but like legends, like I'm not too sure about 10 dark Canadian legends. So honestly, I don't know what to expect in this video. I have no idea if I'll have a lot to say, if I'm gonna have basically nothing to say. I guess we'll see. It's only 7 minutes 40 seconds. I'm just curious what'll happen here, guys. Sorry. Let's go, guys.
When you think of Canada, I doubt dark legends spring to mind, but many call the country home. It's not as young a country as some think. Native legends often have their roots in forgotten places. Since colonization, these stories have been put in writing, as have more recent tales of ghost ships and strange monsters. Canadian history is rich in dark legends.
Didn't know that. Well, I guess we're about to find out, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna learn something today about my own country, so that's great. That's what happens. The Forbidden Plateau.
On Vancouver Island is a highland known as the Forbidden Plateau. In times of tribal conflict, local natives once hid their families in the plateau to keep them safe during battle. But one day, while at the plateau, the warriors' families disappeared. Returning to find their loved ones missing, they discover strange markings. Religious leaders said these markings were not of this world, and from that day onward, entry to the area was forbidden as evil spirits are known to inhabit it. Still today, some people warn that entry to the plateau brings risk that you will be captured and taken to the spirit world, never to be seen again.
So ghosts, basically. Gibraltar Point to Ghost.
The Point Lighthouse is one of Toronto's oldest buildings.
Toronto.
In the early 19th century, the lighthouse keeper lived an isolated existence. It said that one dark night, a group of soldiers in need of shelter approached the lighthouse. They were reluctantly welcomed inside by the keeper, but it wasn't long after the keeper opened his door that they brutally murdered him. His corpse was cut into numerous pieces and hidden so effectively that no one could be charged with his murder. In the coming centuries, subsequent keepers reported strange occurrences at the lighthouse. It would begin with the sound of ghostly moaning. Following the sound, bright lights would be seen floating through the air. They lead to the various burial sites of the murdered keeper, but his remains were never entirely recovered, and the deranged ghost of the keeper now torments those who approach at night.
Wow. I feel like they're kind of creepy. Like lighthouses are creepy.
He intended to be a doctor rather than an exorcist, but while in Canada it said he discovered a group of witches casting spells in the area. From that moment he dedicated his life to fighting evil. Local legend tells of various adventures he embarked on because of this. One story describes how he followed one witch to find out where the witches meet for their rituals. On finding their dead, he massacred the witches, killing them and stealing their broomsticks, with which he would fly to distant lands and kill more witches.
So it's about like witches and demons kind of right now and spirits.
One man claimed to discover an underground world of monsters. According to his story, he was looking for a missing kitten in Toronto when he climbed through a mysterious entrance. On the other side, he found a dark underground tunnel. 10 paces into the tunnel, he noticed a human-like figure. It was just 3 foot tall and covered in fur. Its eyes were bright red, glowing in the darkness. He was frozen with fear until the creature told him to leave. And with that instruction, he ran out of the tunnel. Newspaper reports of his claims led to speculation a city of monsters exists under Toronto. But as the man has forgotten where the entrance was, his claim can't be debunked entirely.
I feel like that's kind of fake, but whatever. Quebec werewolf.
In the mid-1700s, the people of Quebec were living in fear of terrible monsters. Reports that a werewolf was roaming eastern Quebec scared people from leaving urban areas. On dark nights, the wolfman emerges from its underground den to hunt humans.
I'm so sure.
People spotted by the beast would surely be devoured. It was said to be dangerous enough to kill 20 men at once. In 1766 and 67, local newspapers reported on various attacks and sightings. It really seemed that at least one werewolf was on the loose in Quebec, but then encounters with the beast stopped being reported. Popular opinion held that it died.
That's terrifying.
Some even said it was killed by a hunter.
That was fucking terrifying. Teaser ghost ship.
Young Teaser was an American ship that was destroyed in the War of 1812. It was completely wrecked in Nova Scotia, where some say it can still be seen sailing. The Teaser ghost ship, as it's known in local folklore, can be seen as a glowing ghostly ship, still burning in the state it was at its destruction. Floating through the waters on misty mornings, a ship still on fire from centuries ago disturbs those who see it. They say the screaming of its dying crew members can still be heard as the ship burns. But as soon as the mist disappears, so does the ship.
That's so creepy. Adlet. Or Adlet.
It's said that long ago, by freak accident, an Inuit woman once gave birth to human-dog hybrids. With the legs, ears, and claws of a wolf, they soon grew much stronger than other children. The 8 creatures could not be taught like other children, and before long they had left home, each wandering in a different direction. In the coming decades, stories of them would be told to Inuit children. Wolfmen much stronger and faster than humans who survived by killing and consuming people. They roam from settlement to settlement, leaving only the bones of their victims as a sign of their presence. Due to the nature of their deformity, they look normal from a distance, and when they are close enough for you to notice, it will be too late for you.
So she gave birth to a bunch of animals.
The tiny village of St. Louis is noteworthy only because of a mysterious legend. It's home to a long-abandoned train track, and it's not uncommon to see strange lights floating over the tracks. The lights move along the track
St. Louis is in the
much
States.
slower than a train would. It's known as the Ghost Train of St. Louis, operated by the souls of dead workmen. Some say that as the lights pass by, the faint sound of workmen singing and the burning of their lanterns can be heard, as they are forever trapped in their former state. Some wonder if the tracks were to be removed, what would happen to the ghost train?
Rose
Legend tells of a young girl who loved to dance. She would dance with anyone who asked, which in the 1700s basically made her a porn star. That's by their standards, not mine. She was called Rose and had a reputation for not being trustworthy. One spring evening, she spent several hours dancing with a complete stranger. He seemed like a fairly normal man, although rather mysterious. As the night went on, Rose started to become pale and dizzy. She wanted to stop but was convinced to continue, growing ever more pale and sick until she could no longer understand what was happening. Shortly after midnight, they were interrupted by the local priest. At midnight, the man had revealed himself as the devil and intended to take her back to hell with him. But the priest scared him away with a cross and holy relics. It was only the next day when Rose was well enough to realize what had happened. She became a nun soon after.
She became a nun. Okay. The Lady in Red.
The Toronto subway opened in 1954 and has since become associated with countless urban legends. Legends are especially associated with the many abandoned stations, only now seen by workers and urban
I feel like subways are so creepy, especially at night.
To some of these lost stations, you may see a woman walking slowly, pacing up and down the platforms. She is alone in the darkness, looking down at the floor, but when she hears your approaching footsteps, she will immediately face you. Her eyes glow bright red, and she is no longer pacing. She wears a red dress as bright as her glowing eyes, and as you notice the color of her eyes, you will only want to run away. She is the Lady in Red, a deadly ghost known to haunt the abandoned stations.
Okay, honestly, I don't know what to say to this. I honestly don't know what to say to that. So honestly, I feel like these are like fake. Like obviously they aren't really proven true. I get it, but like I don't know. Again, there's no true truth to these, I guess, in particular. But to me, it's just kind of like it's really creepy. Like especially the wolf one. Like you're telling me there's a creature that big that's basically just eating 20 men at once. Like I'm so sure. Come on now, that's so stupid. Unless it's like an animal that's like normally hunting and then find like a really big animal or something that just eats humans. That makes sense. Kind of like a bear, but like 25 times the bear. I have no idea. But like a werewolf that's like that big eating everyone. That's not real. I feel like some of these could be real for sure, but a lot of them are kind of like haunted and ghost stories. And then for me, I've never like been like a total believer in that. Knock on wood. Go freaking ghosts attack me or some shit. But like I've never always like believed in it. Like I've never like had any reason to. Because it's 12:58 a.m. right now. Probably not the best idea to watch this right by before bed. But you know it's fine. It's fine. I got this. It's fine. I'm telling you, it's fine. But yeah, to me, I'm just kind of like I never really believe in ghosts, and I never really like understood how that worked. So like I don't really believe those. Not gonna lie. But that's just me. Some people have had like first-hand experiences. I have not. Knock on wood once again. Because I never had any experiences, and I just never had any reason to believe that they were real. Maybe they are. Like I'm not saying they're not. I'm really not saying they're not. To me, it's just hard to believe how a ghost can just be floating like right beside me, like hi ghost, like what, you know, like that just doesn't make any sense to me. But they definitely could be real. Like I'm not saying they're not because I don't know. I just legit don't know. Like I just don't know how they would be real, right? I'm not really too much into like supernatural stuff, ghost stories, haunted, and all that kind of stuff. Just because I don't know how that works exactly either. So, because most of them are kind of like ghost stories and kind of stuff like that, and people dying, and then their ghost remains and haunts the others that come, you know. To me, I don't really know. Like that's definitely creepy though. Like just like knowing like the legends and stuff and seeing that they're from Toronto, which is not that far from me. So it's just kind of like, damn, you know what I mean? Like to me, it's kind of crazy. Like I never knew any of these legends. Again, these could be like obviously in like the 1700s. Like that's a long time ago. So it's like you're obviously probably not going to hear about it in freaking 2022, but you know, like 300 years ago. So yeah. Oh my god. Oh hi. But yeah, to me, it's just I don't know. I don't really know. But again, that's just me, and I just don't know, right? I just don't know. I'm not gonna say if they're real or not because I just don't know. But there's my thoughts on it. Again, they're definitely creepy and kind of scary for sure. I'd be terrified of those, and I'd be scared. Even just generally, like subway stations and like creepy ones, like underground ones, like they're all just kind of sus. Not gonna lie. They're all really creepy. They're all kind of sus. Like they all just seem like really sus and not the safest, and it just feels like you can easily die. Like people got set on fire on the bus. Someone got set on fire in Toronto, and she died. She got set on fire on the bus while riding in a bus. She got set on fire. Like totally unrelated to ghosts and shit, but like that's just me saying that like subways are scary in the daytime, like let alone at nighttime being haunted. Oh, freaking just they're terrifying in the day. I can imagine what they're like at night. But yeah, good suggestion. I don't know who suggested this, but I'll put it in the beginning if I can find it. Thank you for the suggestion, whoever suggested this, and if you got any more, let me know. I'm trying to get back into them, at least one or two a day, or kind of one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because I still want to do Damian, but I also want to do others too. But I'm just so tired. I still want to do anything. I'm so fucking lazy. I don't want to do nothing with my life. I don't want to do nothing with my life. That's just me. So. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you guys believe in ghosts. Like, let me know what you guys believe in and all that stuff. And I'm curious to know. So please let me know. And yeah, with all that being said, be sure to subscribe, like this video, comment down below all your thoughts. Some Toronto post notifications, and be sure to subscribe. With all that being said, that's the end of the video. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Deuces. Peace.